Hey guys, it's Bodine here. We're at Z Sports Lounge, and we have an opportunity here to interview a true master in his discipline. We're going to learn a little bit about Kempo. I don't know that much about it, but I'm excited to find about it today. We're here with Sensei Bannister, or Bannister Martial Arts, and he's invited us to come by and see him and talk to him a little bit. Thank you, Sensei.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Now, tell me a little about your background in martial arts. Was able to see some of what went on here, and I was very impressed with the kids that were doing it. They're very involved, very precise. Some of them were very, very smooth in what they were doing. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I started about 25 years ago, and I bounced around through different arts that are in 4 different schools, and I really settled into Ryukyu Kempo, which seemed to be the art that fit me. I don't believe that there's one greatest art out there. I think there's a greatest art for each individual. And Ryukyu Kempo was definitely a very comfortable art for me.
I'm going to ruin the first part, Ryukyu Kempo. How do you pronounce it again?
Ryukyu Kempo.
Ryukyu Kempo. I'm going to try to get that right, but you guys know that Bodine's pretty bad with words, so we're going to try to get it right purposely here. Now, what does it make different in this particular discipline? I was trained in Sudo, and that was a Korean form, so how does this form a little different from the rest of them?
Well, Ryukyu Kempo, Ryukyu was the name of Okinawa before it was conquered by Japan. Japan renamed it Okinawa, so that was called the Ryukyu Islands. So it's an art that comes out of Okinawa, specific to Okinawa. We get to weaponry. Name the weapon, we pretty much teach it here and do it here. But the basis of the art is wrapped around 2 individual arts, really, which is one is Kyusho Jitsu, which is pressure point fighting. The other one is Tuite Jitsu, which is pressure point grappling. So it involves pressure point striking and pressure point grappling, the manipulation of the joints to make them weaker to go into the grip.
Now, I know it's real popular right now, and it's mixed martial arts, which is part of the reason why I'm trying to go after it, and find out a lot of disciplines that are in it, because it's important to find out the background of everything that's out there. Now, it sounds like pressure points and grappling is a lot into MMA and how it's set up. It seems like from what you were talking about just now, how is it different than what we see on TV?
Well, stuff you see on TV with the cage fighting and that, the mixed martial arts, as they call it, I don't look at it as being an art form. It's just a couple guys out there brawling, and most of them do a lot of different arts, so that they're good at kicking and punching and grappling, the whole mix shebang of it all. But when it comes to an art form, there's precision strikes that you have to make. It's very different. It's an art form in itself versus, I don't know, when they call it mixed martial arts, I really don't look at it as being an art. I think they should call it mixed fighting. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree. What I saw here today is very artful. There's a big discipline here, and there's sort of like a poetic flow with how the katas work and how they actually work on their disciplines. I think it's very impressive. And Sudo, Taekwondo equally have very pretty, very elegant forms that they have, so I agree with the art form. Now, what are some of the things now that you show me, like pressure points on here that without breaking my arm off?
Well, sure. For instance, one of the best pressure points you could ever teach, most important pressure point you ever teach children. I teach it to law enforcement as well. It's a pressure point that controls the gripping action of the hand. So obviously it's great for law enforcement. If somebody's holding a weapon, it's a great pressure point to go into because it makes that hand pick it up. And for children, it's great because if somebody grabs a hold of them, trying to pull them into a car, if they know it's pressure point, it causes a release. So if you, for instance, you hang on to me. If I tap you right here to the tap, you'll see.
Holy God, that was cool. That was cool.
It's the same type of thing when you go to the doctor and he hits your knee, you hit the pressure point, makes your leg kick out.
Dude, I guarantee I couldn't stop that from happening. If I was going to grab somebody, I guarantee I couldn't stop that from happening. Wow, you try this time, try this hand. A little harder this time.
Oh, you want to hit that?
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, that works great. Now, how many different folks are in the area that train exactly the way you do? Because I know there's none. Okay, guys, we're going to have to get his email address and his website and phone number and have you guys call and check this guy out. Because right now, I'm very impressed with what he just showed me. Because to be honest with you, that is an awesome trick to show kids. Awesome. Even for us adults who don't. Now, in martial arts, you always hear about what are the mindsets you try to instill in the kids and the people that come to you that want to train in this discipline?
Well, we have 3 different types of classes. So we have children's classes, and we have an all-teen class, which is teenagers, even taught by teenagers. And then we have the adult class. The kids specifically, we're trying to develop great leaders in the community. That's positive development within the child itself. We started as young as 2 years old. When we first get them out of the floor, they're just kind of moving. I've had people say, you can't teach kids karate at 2 years old. But as you've seen, I got some kids around the floor today. One of them just turned 6, and he's an international karate champion. He wasn't when he was 2. Over the years, he developed his skill and became an international karate champion, but he started when he was 2. So if you have the patience to teach them that young, they get better and better as years go by, and he's going to be 4 years.
Now, the one thing we're doing here, as Evan talked about, they're going to the U.S. Open, and I'm kind of impressed by this because these guys are going places, they're taking names, and they are very, very good at what they do. Tell us a little about the U.S. Open, because I'm thinking golf. I'm thinking right now U.S. Open, Oakland Hills.
Well, the U.S. Open is the world's largest martial art tournament. It's held in Orlando, Florida, Coronado Springs. It's an international event. The karate teams, martial art teams from around the globe go there. And what makes it so great is being the world's largest, there's over 2,000 competitors every year. And every year it actually grows bigger and bigger. And the best thing about it for the kids is they get down there, and even if they lose in competition, they're in Disneyland. So, they do the competition. It's just a great experience. My kids have been here for 2 weeks, every day, all day training. So they have over 100 hours of training specifically for the U.S. Open over the past couple of weeks. And they've developed a lot of camaraderie. They're really like a big family, brothers and sisters training, and just the experience they have in life as they go down, and I think it's the most important.
And I saw that there was a couple of activities going on here when you were saying with weapons, without hands, and there was dance. What are those? What are they about exactly?
Well, I'm not a big fan. I'm a traditionalist. I'm a big fan of the open stuff. The kids love it.
Yeah.
It's what the Ninja Turtles do and all that. So we do.
I dig them too, by the way.
Yeah. So the kids get out there. They do these flips. Some of my kids actually they take gymnastics classes on the side. So they learn how to do the backflips and the cartwheels and all that. And we intermix that with some traditional katas and what they call open forms, where they're doing, some of it looks like dance, it's kind of a mixture of dance and gymnastics and, some type of karate, I guess we can call it that. I really don't like to call it karate, but the kids love it. They love it. The Ninja Turtle stuff.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned also how many champions you actually have out here for the U.S. Open, the biggest you have. How about that a little bit? Because I see a lot of plaques on the wall.
Yeah. Well, that is our black belt wall, and we have 57 black belts now in our school. As far as international karate champions, I haven't counted, but I know we have over 30